My name is Simon Williams. I work for GeoLINK, and GeoLINK is an environmental engineering consulting firm based in northern New South Wales, and we work for the private and the public sector. There's a global change in the climate that we're experiencing now. It's really coming through in the science and the data, and I think with the changing climate, it's showing that areas will be a lot drier than they perhaps typically were. And so any of these measures and opportunities allows us to reuse water in any way we can. It's going to be a benefit for those communities, particularly in regional areas. The actual project as a whole had 5 stages. We were involved with one of those, which was a literature review, which was investigating use of recycled water for purposes in municipalities. And so we looked at domestic data from Australia, and we also looked at international data on reuse of recycled water. We found there wasn't as much reuse of recycled water as we'd thought. And also in New South Wales, for instance, we didn't find it was being used very much at all. And in fact, some of the areas heavily affected by drought weren't using their recycled water as much as I guess they could have. I think there's enormous opportunity for use of recycled wastewater. One of the main issues though is the cost prohibitiveness of treating the water to a standard that can be used for recycled water. The main issue is capital infrastructure. However, there are applications that you can use lesser quality recycled water for, which is like gravel road maintenance, watering council lawns, golf courses, things such as that. So there is huge opportunity for use of recycled wastewater, particularly in regional areas. This represents an enormous opportunity for councils to limit the use of potable water for purposes that they're not necessary. At the moment, most councils will use high quality potable water for applications such as gravel road maintenance. When it's not necessary, you can use a much lower quality, have the same results. All of the mayors have been really helpful, very responsible, and they're all very willing to accept that there's a change in the climate and that we have to look at these new and innovative ways to deal with not just water but other matters that come about through a changing in the climate. The impacts of climate change will hit hard in these regional areas. They're the ones that rely on Mother Nature more than we do in metropolitan areas, and these are the areas we should be really attacking some of these major issues. This has been a great project for us. We really enjoy being involved with projects such as these climate change adaptation projects where we actually feel like we're contributing to savings in water, and which is going to be great for these local communities.